All right, I'm hoping this is the final video on this Toro recycler. I replaced the plate, air filter plate. This is the brand new one here, which is a waste because this is for a plate that works with a type of the primer, and there's the primer. So I'll use that on another one. This is the plate that is for a self-priming carburetor. I've got the filter a little better lined up there. And if you'll remember before, this arm was frozen. See that? Now it swings back and forth. And the little spring works just like it should. I'm not sure if it's opening quite enough, but I think it is. I've changed the blade because the other one was destroyed. There is gas in the mower. I'm going to try the gas that's in there. I checked the gap on the plug that this guy had on it, and it was too narrow, so I set it to 0.031. I changed the dipstick, put my own in there because the other one was so hard you could barely twist it to get it off. It was just jammed on there, so I threw it away and put one of my own on there that I've saved off other mowers. But there's really nothing else to do except pull the cord on this. I'm hoping the gas isn't that old and that maybe this mower will start. If it doesn't start, then it's probably old gas. But let's take it out here on the back 40 and give it a try. Trying to do this with one hand with a big heavy mower. It's not working. Let's try this. All right, let me get my tripod out here. So we're going to stair step this mower down onto the card table. Catching on something. Look, there's something calling there. Let's see. Let's try it again. This mower pushes pretty easily. I'll probably check the wheels and make sure they're lubricated. These Toros sure are big and heavy. Okay, as you can see, I don't have the vanity cover on. It all depends on how old this gas is, in my opinion, as to whether this thing's going to start or not. It's self-priming, so I don't have to prime anything. I installed a new thermostat controlled arm that I showed you that was locked up. So this mower should start. Let's give it a try. Okay, I'm thinking the gas is old, so what I'm going to do is get some starter fluid, and if it fires, that means it's just old gas, because he may have had this thing sitting around for a year before he decided to get rid of it. Let's go back to the garage. A lot of the problems I run into with mowers is fuel related, either old gas or, that's just never going to run, or there's old gas in the carburetors, and carburetors have to be removed and cleaned out. But at least you can sort of test them to see if you got even a chance by using some starter fluid. So I'm going to get a 5/16 socket so I can get to the behind the air filter, and some starter fluid. You can also use carb cleaner, but I've got some starter fluid I bought pretty cheaply. So let's walk back out here to the mower and give it a try again. I'm thinking this thing's going to start and fire. It won't run probably because of the old gas, but if it doesn't start or fire and start and then quit, then I've got some other kind of issue. It's getting late now, but so I may not be able to finish this tonight. It's starting to get dark. All right, we're almost there, almost the moment of truth. It's a nice looking mower. I love these Toro self-propelled. They're beasts. All right, so what you do is you get your little 5/16 socket and get this cover off. And we're gonna give it a little shot of starting fluid and see if it fires. So we'll just set that there for now. Hope I don't lose it. And see that choke plate there? I'm gonna try and poke this thing in here and get it behind that and do a little squirt. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, so I think this is going to be a good mower. He probably tipped it or something, putting it in his truck to get to me, and that's what that oil is. It's burning off. So there's old gas in there. So stay tuned. We're gonna go into the next phase on this mower, but I'm optimistic.